as we get to Bilal and Shaeeda, my wife pointed this out when they went outside for the yoga, right? Mm-hmm. And it was nice because I'm looking at him like it was nice to see him out there. Like Shaeeda said, it's nice to see him smiling, having fun with his kids, and seemingly having a good time. But like, my wife was like, "Now what if the roles were reversed? He was trying to show her or teach her something, and she was playing around like he was. Would he be cool with it?"
I think he would be.
You just.
I mean, I think he would be. I mean, because I think he would be because it's just you're just out. It's not like that serious. It wasn't like we're teaching him heart surgery and he's like goofing off, tickling his kids. It's freaking yoga. It's a pose. Like, what's the big deal? They're just having fun, right?
Have you been watching the other 11 episodes? Bilal is strung tight, talks to her like she's a friggin' 2-year-old.
Right. But everybody talks to her like she's a 2-year-old, because that's my thing about this episode and about this couple that I don't like. Everyone talks to Shy like she's stupid. And I think Shy needs to run. She needs to get away from all these people. You know, Bilal's ex coming at her all spicy like that. And I'm like, why does everyone think that Shaeeda or Shy is after this dude's money? And I'm like, right. Bilal, you've been with her for 2 years and you don't even feel confident that that's what she's about. So you're not even defending her to these people. I'm like, Shy, you need to get out of there. I thought his ex-wife was going to come at her about, don't have my kids calling you Umi. I'm Umi.
I thought that's what the issue was.
That's what I thought that conversation was going to be. But I'm like, you're talking about the prenup?
Right.
Because you're worried about your kids, generational wealth. I was like, come on.
Generational wealth. He doesn't have that kind of money yet. And two, that's a conversation you have with Bilal, which you already had. So then allow him to be the man that he's supposed to be and have that conversation with his future wife. And that's not the conversation for you. That's none of your business. And the fact that, it did seem kind of sad. Now it makes sense because remember in the beginning she goes, well, I'm not just his ex-wife, I'm also his friend.
His friend.
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah. No, you're his ex-wife and you're the mother of his children.
Exactly.
This needs to be, his next wife is going to be his friend or best friend. But everyone talks to Shy like she's stupid. And I don't know I can't understand why, because there's nothing about Shy's personality that makes me feel like she can stick up for herself. Just the way she, and I don't know if it's a cultural deal, if it's, a religion deal or what, but like, I like Bilal's wife's personality, like just the way she comes at and, I like a woman like that. With Shy, I'm like, that'd just be so annoying. Like, say what you think, speak up.
Why does it have to be cultural and not just her personally? Because American women who are in this culture that act the same way and are shy about things too. So they're most of the West Indian women I know are very strong, even more so than Bilal's ex-wife. Mm-hmm. So it can't be this, it's a cultural thing. No,
when I say culture, I'm not talking about the country. I'm just talking about culturally where she grew up, how she was raised. Maybe this is why she's this way.
That may not be the case because her sisters could be different. Everybody in the household is not the same. You and your brother are not identical.
I just said I don't know. But my brother and I both would be able to speak up and be able to say what we like and what we don't like, what we think about something.
But you both do things
we'd be able to speak up. Nobody would talk to us like we're stupid. And the way they're talking to Shy all the time.
I will say this, and there are two things to keep in mind in this, right? Sometimes it's better to see where everyone's coming from by being silent at first and watching what they do. There's nothing wrong in that. Now, I agree with you. I think she should have checked her. But what's she gonna get out of it? And that point is like, all right, now I got to check this dude again and make sure he understands that one. Now you got your ex-wife acting like she could talk to me in all kind of way. That ain't gonna fly because the next time I'm gonna smack the shit out of her. Now if she has that conversation with Bilal, I bet you change your whole tune.
I would, because I'd be like, yeah, because she should have said, hey, well, I really appreciate you coming over having this conversation with me, but I think this is a conversation that should be either me, you, and Bilal, or you need to talk to Bilal about this, number one. And then,
but she did say it's a conversation for me and Bilal, not me and you. She did say that.
No, she said, for all three of them is what she said. That I want to revisit this and it should be a conversation with all three of us is what she said. But she should have checked her, like, hey, don't come at me like that. I'm like, hey, why do you feel I'm after y'all's money? What have you heard about me, or what have you seen about me that makes you feel like that is my end game? I'd be curious to know. And if you don't have anything, you're just making an assumption. Well, then you need to get out of my house. You don't live here anymore, and reevaluate how you talk to me. So you need to go do some voodoo and get your shit together.
You do the voodoo and get you ass out of here.
Voodoo that you do, get your shit together before you come talking to me kind of hot. Now, do you want some tea or not?
Yo, what kind of empty ass cup did she give him with tea though? Yeah, what kind of room temperature tea was that?